Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The clear, and often sudden, understanding of a complex situation. A feeling of understanding. Clear or deep perception of a situation. Grasping the inner nature of things intuitively. The clear, and often sudden, understanding of a complex situation. Try to solve a problem by thinking intensely about it. The clear, and often sudden, understanding of a complex situation. Neurophysiology. Rapid fluctuations of voltage between parts of the cerebral cortex that are detectable with an electroencephalograph. Perception of that which is obscure. A feeling of understanding. Delicate discrimination, especially of aesthetic values. The quality of insight and sympathetic understanding. A feeling of understanding. Clear or deep perception of a situation. An attack that penetrates into enemy territory. The ability to make way into or through something. The greater penetration of the new projectiles will result in greater injuries. The act, by a man, of inserting his penis into the vagina of a woman. The act of entering into or through something. The penetration of upper management by women. The depth to which something penetrates, especially the depth reached by a projectile that hits a target. Grasping the inner nature of things intuitively. The statement, oral or written, of an exchange of promises. There was an understanding between management and the workers. The capacity for rational thought or inference or discrimination. An inclination to support or be loyal to or to agree with an opinion. I knew I could count on his understanding. The cognitive condition of someone who understands. He has virtually no understanding of social cause and effect. Characterized by understanding based on comprehension and discernment and empathy. An understanding friend. Perception of that which is obscure. The trait of judging wisely and objectively. A man of discernment. Delicate discrimination, especially of aesthetic values. The mental ability to understand and discriminate between relations. The cognitive condition of someone who understands. Get the meaning of something. The cognitive condition of someone who understands. Fearful expectation or anticipation. The student looked around the examination room with apprehension. Painful expectation. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. The cognitive condition of someone who understands. Physiology. Responsiveness to external stimuli. The faculty of sensation. Mental responsiveness and awareness. Refined sensitivity to pleasurable or painful impressions. Cruelty offended his sensibility. Becoming aware of something via the senses. The representation of what is perceived. Basic component in the formation of a concept. A way of conceiving something. Luther had a new perception of the Bible. Knowledge gained by perceiving. A man admired for the depth of his perception. The process of perceiving. An impression that something might be the case. He had an intuition that something had gone wrong. Instinctive knowing, without the use of rational processes. The quality of being luminous, emitting or reflecting light. Having abundant light or illumination. They played as long as it was light. Merriment expressed by a brightness or gleam or animation of countenance. Weak and likely to lose consciousness. Felt light in the head. Marked by temperance and indulgence. A light eater. Having relatively few calories. Light, or light, beer. A condition of spiritual awareness, divine illumination. Follow God's light. Fall to somebody by assignment or lot. Physics, electromagnetic radiation that can produce a visual sensation. The light was filtered through a soft glass window. Used of vowels or syllables, pronounced with little or no stress. A syllable that ends in a short vowel is a light syllable. Cause to start burning, subject to fire or great heat. With few burdens. Experienced travelers travel light. Start or maintain a fire in. A divine presence believed by Quakers to enlighten and guide the soul. Moving easily and quickly, nimble. The dancer was light and graceful. Make lighter or brighter. This lamp lightens the room a bit. The visual effect of illumination on objects or scenes is created in pictures. He could paint the lightest light and the darkest dark. A device for lighting or igniting fuel or charges or fires. Do you have a light? To come to rest, settle. Misfortune lighted upon him. Of sleep, easily disturbed. In a light doze. Casual and unrestrained in sexual behavior. He was told to avoid loose, or light, women. Of sound or color, free from anything that dulls or dims. A light lilting voice like a silver bell. The light from a horse. Silly or trivial. Light banter. Any device serving as a source of illumination. He stopped the car and turned off the lights. Less than the correct or legal or full amount, often deliberately so. A light pound. Used of color, having a relatively small amount of coloring agent. Light blue. Begin to smoke. An illuminated area. He stepped into the light. A particular perspective or aspect of a situation. Although he saw it in a different light, he still did not understand. A person regarded very fondly. The light of my life. A visual warning signal. They saw the light of the beacon. Characterized by or emitting light. A room that is light when the shutters are open. Demanding little effort, not burdensome. Light housework. Designed for ease of movement or to carry little weight. Light aircraft. Easily assimilated in the alimentary canal, not rich or heavily seasoned. A light diet. Having little importance. Losing his job was no light matter. Intended primarily as entertainment, not serious or profound. Light verse. Mental understanding as an enlightening experience. He finally saw the light. Of comparatively little physical weight or density. A light load. Of little intensity or power or force. The light touch of her fingers. Of the military or industry, using, or being, relatively small or light arms or equipment. Light infantry. Physics, chemistry, not having atomic weight greater than average. Light water as ordinary water. Psychologically light, especially free from sadness or troubles. A light heart. Public awareness. It brought the scandal to light. Used of soil, loose and large-grained in consistency. Light soil. Very thin and insubstantial. Light summer dresses. Not great in degree or quantity or number. A light sentence. The act of discovering something. A productive insight. Law. Compulsory pretrial disclosure of documents relevant to a case. Enables one side in a litigation to elicit information from the other side concerning the facts in the case. Something that is discovered. The last book of the New Testament contains visionary descriptions of heaven and of conflicts between good and evil and of the end of the world, attributed to St. John the Apostle. The speech act of making something evident. Communication of knowledge to man by a divine or supernatural agency. An enlightening or astonishing disclosure. A productive insight. A penetration of a barrier such as an enemy's defense. Making an important discovery. A lamp for providing momentary light to take a photograph. A very short time, as the time it takes the eye to blink or the heart to beat. If I had the chance, I'd do it in a flash. A short news announcement concerning some ongoing news story. A burst of light used to communicate or illuminate. A short vivid experience. A flash of emotion swept over him. Run or move very quickly or hastily. Tastelessly showy. A flash car. Gleam or glow intermittently. The lights were flashing. A gaudy outward display. Display proudly. Act ostentatiously or pretentiously. A bright patch of color used for decoration or identification. Red flashes adorned the airplane. A momentary brightness. Appear briefly. The headlines flashed on the screen. A sudden brilliant understanding. He had a flash of intuition. A sudden intense burst of radiant energy. Emit a brief burst of light. A shooting star flashed and was gone. Expose or show briefly. He flashed a $100 bill. Make known or cause to appear with great speed. The latest intelligence is flashed to all command posts. Protect by covering with a thin sheet of metal. Flash the roof. The act of discovering something. Come upon, as if by accident, meet with. We find this idea in Plato. Discover or determine the existence, presence, or fact of. Come to believe on the basis of emotion, intuitions, or indefinite grounds. I find him to be obnoxious. Perceive or be contemporaneous with. Get or find back. Recover the use of. Accept and make use of one's personality, abilities, and situation. My son went to Berkeley to find himself. Make a discovery. Receive a specified treatment, abstract. These aspects of civilization do not find expression or receive an interpretation. A productive insight. Establish after a calculation, investigation, experiment, survey, or study. Find the product of two numbers. Make a discovery, make a new finding. Get something or somebody for a specific purpose. Decide on and make a declaration about. Find someone guilty. Come upon after searching. Find the location of something that was missed or lost. Did you find your glasses? Obtain through effort or management. Perceive oneself to be in a certain condition or place. Succeed in reaching. Arrive at.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.